Team, how are we doing? Behind me here is our John Deere 500R sprayer, the new horsed sprayer to our lineup. This side we've got our R962, made in exactly the same factory as our 500R series behind me. At the top, we'll start with the naming and configuration. We've got the 500 depicting our model and our chassis, and then we have the 50 there for the tank size. So behind me here is a 50 litre, but we'll also do the 6,000 litre, a 50, 5,000 litre and a 4,000 litre. 3 tank sizes, a variation of options. This machine is pretty brand new, but actually near enough every single component on it is trialled and tested and used all of our other product range. The front here, you probably have noticed, it is our X9 combine cab, our model year 25, and when it stops raining, we'll probably jump inside so we can dry off. Towards the back of the machine, we have got our 6R250 engine, so that's a 6068 producing 285 horsepower, boosted to around 300. The power spray system is exactly as I just said from our R962 trailed sprayer. So what we have there is 1,200 litres a minute filling and a 1,000 litre a minute spraying. Ample time to be able to go out and spray, and also that 1,200 litre a minute filling, meaning we have ample ability to get in and no downtime, no idle time. Some people who are good at the maths will know that 1,200 litre a minute in will not give you enough time to be able to put your long list of chemicals. So what do we do there? We all know we have our active pause feature, and that is actively diverting the clean water into our induction bowl, and we'll reduce the rate to around 70 litres a minute. By reducing that rate, we can then wash out our cans with clean water, but we have no rush and no worry that we need to overfill or get the full volume of our tank before we've completed our chemical transactions there. New for this machine, 3 levels for the siphoning, our inductor venturi, so 3 different modes there, meaning we can lower that rate, we pull it through, and therefore reduce any foaming or any agitation as the chemical or liquid enters our tank. Engine up at the back there, service, maintenance. Here we have all of our filters and all points towards the engine. Easy to access, same again when it comes to the hydraulics and hydraulic oil. If I had there and I checked, one pull of the panels and we're able to access whatever we need. Towards the back of the sprayer, we can then stand under the booms, that large centre frame, hopefully going to keep me a little bit dry, but what we have under here is our active yaw cylinders and our roll cylinders, meaning we can increase our speeds and really decrease them without the booms having to worry about moving or any sharp sort of break back as we go forward. Under here, in our centre frame, we have our left and right rear wheel. I've been done for saying that wrong already. And here, both of them are steering independently. So that means when we turn around that bends or we get to the headlands, that inside wheel can just turn nice and tight, meaning we're following our true tram lines. Of course, mud guards coming out with the sliding axle all the way in. And for the first time now, we can really get the true 72-inch centres for when we go to our potato customers. You may notice as well on our centre frame and along the whole boom, we now have our 6 nozzle body exact apply. So that is our PWM system, and that completes the features on this machine for a John Deere on John Deere on John Deere product. Everything here is all of us. The yellow deer and the green badge is what will service, maintain, parts, all warranty, everything coming from this machine. Boom Track Pro 2, our levelling system. On this 36 metre boom, we have 5 sensors doing a very similar feature with 3 modes depending on your soil or crop condition, meaning we have a true level boom as we make our way and glide over the crops. Therefore, combine the boom levelling with our exact apply, we can make sure we apply the perfect time, opening up our spray window and allowing us to go out later on, a little bit windier days, but really in a time when the conditions are tight, we can still make sure we're able to spray. Now towards this side of the machine, not too much to talk about. Of course, we can see the engine a little bit easier just on this side, but under here we have our minimal maintenance. With a power spray system, it is all maintenance free. However, we still have two of our main filters. So our pressure and suction filter behind me here. But with the power spray, the 3 electro valves, meaning we don't have any seals to change or anything to maintain. It would just be our daily checks and filters to change on this side. Ample storage all the way around the machine to be able to make sure that we are nice and equipped to go to long distance travel. The tank itself, polyurethane tank, all the way around it with no baffles, no edges, meaning we have a 12mm minimum thickness of plastic all the way around. You can see where the tank is up there, but actually itself comes to just under here, so we can have that 1.2 metre clearance, but also a nice ballooned tank for that low centre of gravity. And that's really important when we come to the drivetrain and the wheel hubs here as we're making our way up and down rough terrain or in the hills here. 4 80cc wheel motors, therefore allowing us to have anti-stall and anti-slip features along here with a uniform weight split. 51-49 weight split there for a big machine and near enough true 50-50. Under there, where the transmission is, one hydraulic transmission, we have inside a fly-by-wire or Command X transmission, meaning this machine here would comfortably sit on the road at 50k doing around 1350 RPM. Longevity of wearing parts, but also fuel efficiency. And we all know with the prices of fuel, that is really an important feature at the moment, being able to reduce the revs, reduce the fuel consumption, and really mean we can go on for those longer spraying days. 350 litre fuel tank, 21 litre AdBlue, and to this side just here a 500 litre clean water tank. Of course, with our X9 cab, the G5 Plus display, also our command drive joystick, and a place that feels like home for any John Deere user. If we jump up into the cab, you'll see there the interface, the integration with the technology, the apps all on the display there. Very intuitive for anyone who wants to jump in and take it out on the sprayer ring. Someone's got some serious tunes on, which are nice. Thanks, Mike Baker. So as we can see here, we have got that intuitive screen that we all know, easy to use. And what's nice about this, we have the configurable pages, so every operator can customize it to how they like. But with easy buttons and everything, one tap from the main page, I can lock or de-lock my center frame. Really useful for those potato rows, maybe when one sensor's sat in a low bed and the other sensor's sat up high. But also, maybe I had a sensor that's just picking up some impurities in my crop or something like that. I can tick on there and I can turn off any individual sensor, meaning we're able to glide through with ease. And with that BoomTrack Pro 2 leveling, we've got a nice quality ride that really competes with the competition. All the way along here, as I said, we've got our active yaw, so that there is going to positively keep the pressure on and along our booms, meaning here we're set it at about 1.5 there and 2 degrees there. Therefore, we will have a rigid approach, and with the boom locks along the boom, we are keeping it as a one-piece structure. For therefore, as we increase or accelerate and decrease, we are able to keep a solid, rigid line for spraying. I can go into my maintenance page, calibrations and procedures. We all know everyone driving the sprayer now is very intuitive, operations, and sometimes there's something that they need to do. Easy pages here, able to just click on, it'll tell you what's going on. Can they do it themselves? There's nothing you can get wrong in this page. Along here, some things you'll be used to. The chassis system, we can tread adjust here, all the way out on this configuration of tyres to 255. But what's really nice is we can offset the rear wheels from our front. And that's there, meaning we can have a wider footprint if it was a wet day like it is today, but we were on some narrow tyres. Steering, 4-wheel steer. I have the option just down here to press the button, traditionally as you would do, to allow us to get through those narrow gateways or maybe into a village. But I also have this very nice feature where I can set a maximum speed that 4-wheel steer will be engaged. So here it's set to 16. As long as I've got the 4-wheel steer engaged, it is going to always be in 4-wheel steer. And that's really nice for maybe as you're making your way down those roads, into small villages, into gateways. We are confident that the 4-wheel steer is on. Then as we increase that speed on the road, or maybe into the fields, we are going to stick with the 2-wheel steer. Our nozzle page, our exact apply, I pointed that out on outside there. Here we have the configuration, so we can now have 6 nozzles on there, and we can change the settings with our A+B configuration for pulsing, and also the twin select feature where we're spraying out of one nozzle, then out of the second nozzle. And that can be shown here with our auto switching of what speed they're going to increase. But we can now do it with the duty cycle, so with our PWM. Spray system, here we've got presets that we can have. So for a wide range of spraying days, we can run through with different fields by just an easy press of the button as to what we've got here. And then finally, one feature to probably touch upon is our rinse system. Just from the cab here, with one touch, I can transfer my clean water into my solution tank. If I wanted to as well, one thing I'm able to do is directly transfer that clean water from my clean water tank into my induction hopper. So if I was later on in the day and I did have a little bit more to add, the agronomist advised another mix for a certain field, I can use that clean water to wash out pour the chemical in, but also wash out my cans with clean water. And finally, our Headland management system. As you know, John Deere is designed with technology. The technology company that we are, we can make this all automated. With a careful setup here and your configurations to what your operator would like, we can have, as you enter a headland with a boundary path, so where we have the little yellow dots around here, if we had set this field up, as we entered that and I pressed auto entry, the machine wings could lift by plus 50 centimetres, the centre frame lifts 50, I've derated the speed to 5 kilometres, I will turn off my master spray and I'll allow my 4-wheel steer to come on or off. Same again when I exit my headland, so I go back to my straight work, I've got the ability for that all the way to be automated and come back straight for spraying. Hopefully that's a little overview of what we've got. Please feel free to reach out if you want any more information.